Yarn stash! Alright. Hello. So, you have just seen me gather up, hopefully, all of my yarn. I bet there will pop up some that I forgot about. But anyways, two important information at the start. First one, most important. My skin is a diva and it doesn't like wool. It doesn't like animal fibers at all. There's no vegan or other motivation in this, but wool and alpaca and camel and even mohair and cashmere are all so itchy to me, like so unpleasant on the skin. Even like small percentage in the yarn and even in garments is just not pleasant to me, and I can't really even work with wool yarns. I could, but it's not pleasant. There are some merino wools that possibly are like usable for me and soft enough, but they're quite pricey and I wasn't brave enough to try it. So we'll see about that. But that's the cause for my stash being mostly cottons and acrylics. I like acrylic yarn. It's usually quite good, quite soft, smooth, beautiful colors, all that. It doesn't have the great qualities of wool and those natural fibers, but I just can't have those. And the cottons are great for lighter summer stuff and so. The other important thing is that my stash has quite grown in the beginning of the past year or the year before, and we are limited by the kiddos because their little handsies are everywhere. They are two little criminals, and the stuff we don't want them to get into has to be stashed away in one and only room in this apartment that is closed up by this baby gate. So we have a storage room over there, and we have this Kallax unit as the main storage in the room, the 5x5 grid one, and my stash is occupying like 6 of those cubes, and it's already a lot, plus one box is on the top of it, so there's a lot of it. And beginning last autumn, maybe, I tried to just use up the stuff and not buy a lot more. I've bought something, and now I remembered 2 yarn cakes that are stored there, and I didn't bring them. I will bring them in a minute. Yeah, so about 6 of the Kallax units are full of my yarn, and I'm trying to use up the stash, diminish it a bit before I buy more. But I'm slowly getting to the point where there are some that I don't want to really use anymore, so I should maybe destash them to someone else. We'll see about that. I will bring those yarn cakes.
A few moments later.
Also, sorry for the rustling. Much of my yarn is stored in boxes and plastic bags. Although they are acrylics and cottons, which shouldn't be like susceptible to getting moths or anything, 2 years ago we had a moth infestation, and we got rid of that. But all in all, this apartment is pretty dusty, and I would love to have this, you know, decorative yarn wall with the kallax full of the displayed yarns, but it would get so dusty in such a short time. So lots of it is in plastics. I will try to limit the rustling and edit it out or something, but yeah, just a warning. So, where should we start? The exciting part, actually, is that the yarn that was discontinued and I wasn't able to find it got to me 2 days ago from this lady that had it stashed away. So that's in this bag. That's the that was the supply from the lady that had it stashed, and this is my part of it from my mother-in-law. So that is actually part of a work in progress, a cardigan that I'm working on. Another part of something that I'm working on, of the Aries sweater, is somewhere around here. Not here. Here. Those are 2 balls of the German Grindel Lisa yarn. So I have, I'm working on 1 ball right now. That's about half of it is remaining. This is the one I did a swatch from, and I have 2 more. I don't think it's gonna be enough for the sleeves. We'll see about that. It can be purchased. That's alright. So that's the purple thing aside, and well, we can choose a box and see what's inside. So this is actually maybe less interesting. Those are remainders and scraps of yarn that I got from my mom. Even before I started crocheting, my mother tried to teach me to knit. It didn't work. But I was always working with some yarn, so she gave me some of her stash. She used to knit a lot. Now she doesn't anymore because she had a stroke and her hands are not as skilled now. But she used to make such beautiful knitted garments. It was great. Right. One camera adjustment later. And I'll maybe have to edit out some rustling now. But there are some, I'll maybe show it in the back. There are some green scraps, really small ones. I used to think scraps are, you know, like this really small remainders of yarn. I have this bag of scraps that are from my projects mostly, that are like a few meters of something. And then I saw this scrap blanket project and I figured out those scraps are like 3/4 of a ball of yarn, you know, like 40 meters or something. Those are, I don't know, some of these are bigger, some of these are smaller. So yeah, there are some green ones. There are mostly acrylics. There are even some that are wool ones, but again, not pleasant to work with. And some cotton ones. These are mostly just black cottons, some sparkly black acrylic and something like that. Empty bag, okay. Yeah, some pink ones. Some brown ones. That beige one is probably wool. I used that for amigurumi vegetables. A year and a half ago for Halloween, I made these gourds and pumpkins for mom as a decoration, and I used that for a squash, and it was so itchy in the hands. Yeah, but yeah, some pink ones. Yeah, and this is yarn that was used for these coasters made on this weaving circle. It may be visible in here, but I don't have much use for that, so I'll probably get rid of some of this stuff. These are more like embroidery yarns, which are quite old, and they are specific, like these elastic ones. I don't really have use for that, so this will probably go as well. And there is also some like 80s, 90s like frode, scrubby synthetic yarn. I'll maybe use it to make some scrubbies, but not sure. It's not really pleasant to use as well. Yeah, and these are mostly like sewing and embroidery floss. And there is a bag of this blue yarn. It's probably cotton, and it used to be in this huge skein. But then when I was a kid, I just cut, through the loop, and I made it into this fairy princess hair. So now they are like, I don't know, 60, 80 centimeters long strands of yarn. And I might use them for some small decoration stuff. Not sure. So yeah. This box is like not the main part of the stash. But yeah, I will have to figure out what to do with some of these. I should now maybe show you what is in this beautiful unicorn vomit box. A part of some cuttings and a bag of plushy stuffing, which is actually a murdered pillow. It was the cheapest. This is the box of mostly varied colors, gradient stuff, acrylics and cottons. This is a beautiful cake of Nevada color from Volnaheb. It is not as thick as I thought it is. It's for 4.5 or 5 millimeter hook. I thought I will make a hat from this, but I didn't get to it yet, and I'm now debating maybe making a shawl rather than a hat. We'll see. I don't have a pattern for this yet. This is a mandala, a Leon Brand mandala, in the color Centaur. The colorway is those beautiful beiges and grays. I know I said I don't like beige and those natural colors, but in such a gradient it's really pretty, and actually these earthy tones are favorite of my mom's, and I have a plan for this. It's for her. It's this Nautilus top, summer top actually. The yarn is looks a bit thick, but it's not. It's like really, it's marked as light, and for a 5 millimeter hook. But I think it might use a smaller one. It looks pretty thin. So that's like 540 meters. That should be enough for the Nautilus, and I'm quite excited to see how that turns out. Then another cake. That one was brought to me by my friend who is an expat in the USA, because that's a US brand, and I was curious about their yarns, so I chose one or two on the website, and she brought it to me, and yeah, it's quite good. It's not as soft to touch, but after washing it turns pretty soft, so that's great. This one, those blues, I love blues. This is the, it doesn't even have a proper name. It's from a discount shop here in Prague that has like all the stuff, you know, from home decor to clothes to snacks for a cheap price. So it's one of those shops. This yarn was actually 139 Czech crowns, which like usually a yarn cake is over 200 or around 300. This is, it should be only about half a kilometer, about 500 meters, and it doesn't even have hook recommendations. Yeah, it does. Size 5 millimeter hook. Yeah, that should work. I think I will make this mandala vest out of this. We'll see if it turns out child size or adult size. Should be nice. These are the polo stripes that I mentioned in my last video that I made the headbands from, and my friend from the US brought me 3 of those. So now I have about 1.5 of them, and I'm thinking of making a ruffle hat with these. I think it should be nice with ruffles around the head, looking like a flower crown with these colors. Might be nice. Oh, this is crazy colors. It's not even a gradient, it's just changing colors every few centimeters. Yarn, which is very thick. It uses like 10 or 12 millimeter hook, and I had 2 balls of this. A friend gave this to me from I think her mother's stash or something, and I used the first ball to make a small kid's scarf for Marek, for our older son, and I will probably make another scarf for our younger one, so they can have the same scarves. Might be nice. So yeah, there is a plan for this as well, but it's maybe for next winter. We'll see. Yeah, okay. Yummies. I love these. Alize Bella Batik is thin, variegated cotton yarn that you will see around here multiple times. And a few years ago, maybe, they started making these 100 gram bigger yarn balls. They used to make 50 gram before, so half the size. But I have several of the bigger ones in this colorway. I have a plan for this, actually, mixed with this yarn, which is a mix of cotton and polyacrylic, I think, yeah, or acrylic microfiber or something. So this will make a spiral top that I have marked in my awesome Ravelry library. Yeah, so I have that in my library. I already tried to make the top, and I chose colors that didn't really work for me, so I will retry with these, and hopefully it will be a nice summer top. The colors of the Alize Bella Batik are just awesome. Yeah, so that's these 2. I had actually 4 of these mermaid colors. One of them is actually in the Aries sweater already. I have about 2 more rows of it for the Aries sweater. Then I will join another one, which is ready over here, and I have 2 more. I thought I will need all of these for the sweater. Looks like not. Looks like I will have plenty left, so these 2 will probably become something else. This yarn is also great for those baby dresses or kids dresses that I mentioned last time, and I am torn between turning this into a dress for a child or a top for myself. We'll see. Then there are these 2, one variegated, one not. Those are also from that discount shop when it used to be. Now it is called Kick. Before that it had a different name, and I have these stashed for, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years maybe. And I had more of this one, but I used that for a scarf on my weaving loom, on my Ashford loom. So yeah, I have quite a big remainder of this. The pink matches quite well with that, but I don't have a project for it yet. We'll see. I tried to use this for triangular shawl. It didn't look as great, so we'll see about this. I can already see this is going to be pretty long video, right? Okay, that's right. That's okay. Alright, there is a bag of... I'll get it up. That's a pretty nice Czech variegated yarn. It's acrylic. It's great for hats or shawls even. It's called Waltz. And this is like a really nice gradient. There is a piece of another one. It's from the same one. So yeah, I'm keeping those together. And I have a remainder of another colorway. This was these like rusty and browns. I used this, I had quite a lot of these in different colors, and I used them for the mostly for the divine hats. I had a time last year when I made like 5 divine hats in a row, all from these, and 2 or 3 of my friends are wearing the hats now, and I love it. It's amazing to see it being used. So yeah, that's the waltz. Oh, there is a small piece of that that kick variegated as well. I was rudely interrupted by my cart being full. Okay, should be solved now. So in this box there are these Alice Veluto chenille yarns. They are actually scraps as well. There is a really small remainder of a gray one. I used those for this great shark pillow plushie for my friend as a Christmas gift. It's already on my Instagram, I believe. I could put a picture up here maybe. So yeah, that was great fun. I overestimated the amount needed of the yarn, so I have quite a lot of remainders. I already made another plushies out of those. I made a pair of fluffy socks out of these for a friend. So yeah, it's really soft and squishy yarn. It's beautiful to work with. It's not really for garments. It might be used for blankets, but I think it could get kind of sweaty under those. So I think it's best for the plushies. So that's it. That's, I guess, all that is in this box. There are some tags from the yarn, but yeah, and there is a scrap of this variable acrylic, but it should be with the small ones over here, I think. Yeah, so I will put some back inside and I will show you the next box. Okay, what next? Yarncakes? Yarncakes, okay. Let's see. It's a big box. It actually fits inside the Kallax. It's longer, but we have a bit of space behind that unit, so that's quite handy. The ones that I brought last are two of the same ones, and you can already see there are these beautiful rainbow cakes. They are the same, or they should be the same. I plan to make this lacy skirt or maybe even a dress for summer. I won't manage for this summer, I guess, but it's a dream, it's a plan. So I hope this will work for it. I got these actually from one of these trade sell de-stash groups on Facebook that I joined a few months ago. I'm usually on the lookout for the multicolor variegated yarns, and although I told myself that I'm not buying anymore, I just had to have these when I had the plan for the skirt and I saw these rainbow ones. I love rainbow colors, I can't lie. So that's those, and in a box there are some extras that are not Yarncakes. This is an old, can you see that? Again, I got this from my mom. It's this, is it even marked? No. I think it's acrylic cotton blend, and it has this like wrinkly, wavy effect on the yarn. It works pretty nice into a garment. My mom has a top made of this, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna use it for yet. So that goes aside. These as well are mom's remainders from a summer t-shirt that she knitted, and I used a bit of the bluish gray one for a crochet polar book, a quiet book. It's a bitch to work with. It has this glossy strand in it, and it separates, and it's not pleasant to work with. So, but it's like soft and glossy. It's not unpleasant to touch. It's just unpleasant to work with. Yeah, and there is one extra. This should be the glow in the dark yarn that I got as a gift from a friend, because aside rainbows, aside variable yarns, I love stuff that glows in the dark. So I want to try make maybe some plushie out of this, or some wall hanging to put into our bedroom from this. Yeah, so we'll rest it here. Now the Yarncakes. They're beautiful. I love the soft gradients, and I love working with these. These are yarn art flowers. I have a few of these still. I had like 4 or 5 of them, and I used one for my Claziena shawl that I was wearing this whole winter. So I'm definitely making another shawl out of these. This one is really great. It has like this dark purple in the center. Looks very nice. Yeah, this has a gray outer layer, but it could be nice, I think. My husband says that they look like these geodes, you know, the cut stones, the agates and stuff. Oh, here's there's a remainder of colorful hand. How is she called? colorful love made yarn cake. She's from Slovakia. She has a web shop, and she makes or orders these beautiful yarn cakes. This is a reminder of one that was called Grapes, and I made a lacy summer top from it last year. So yeah, this is a bit of that. Okay, these two are from Volnaheb. They're called the Floxy, and they are, I think, yeah, they are almost half and half cotton and acrylics. I used one of these for a blanket for my friend's child, and it works up really nice. It's really soft. So yeah, these are going to be, again, probably scarves, shawls. I'd really like to make one for myself from this. And I had one more, I think, that I destashed actually as a gift to my friend on Christmas. Yeah, so I'm not keeping all of them, but there is a lot of them. There is, like, you know, the whole box. Yeah, there is one more yarn art flowers. I knew there is one more of them. This is a bluish grayish one as well, but with this deep dark blue. Yeah, that's really nice as well. Okay. This is Volnaheb Chorus. They're pastelish colors in this one, and it was on sale in this shop that closed down. So before they closed down, they had a sale on these, and I saw this method of making thinner yarn into thicker yarn by making it triple and crocheting with the triple. And I would like to try it with this one and make actually maybe a hat or something with a bigger hook than is recommended. It's a 2 or 3 millimeters hook. This one is recommended for. So I will make it thicker yarn and try to work with that. We'll see how that works. And the rest, yeah, almost all of these are. There's one more that is not from Colorful Love Made. Sorry for rustling. I will take it out and we'll see that. This is Alize Bella Ombre Batik. It's a long gradient version of the Alize Bella Batik. I have it for quite a long time already, but I would like to make a shawl out of this, and I have a friend in mind that it might be for, but I will keep that a surprise, maybe. We'll see. I've, as you can see, a lot of yarn, a lot of plants. It might take me years to make all of this, but yeah, I'll get to it, I guess. So now all of these yarn cakes are from the Colorful Made shop. Colorful Love Made yarns shop. Yeah, they're called the Magic Ball or Čarovné klpko. Sorry for my Slovak. They are 250 grams. They are about 1,000 meters each of them, and I have one that is bigger. I'll get to that. So these two are actually ones that I'm considering destashing because I had the purple one, the grape one, that was really similar to this one, and I quite like part of this gradient, but the outer purples are quite cool and pastelish for me. And this one, when I was buying it, I hoped that it will be a bit more blue, but it's quite tealish, greenish. It's kind of a bit out of my usual colors. Yeah, but this one also is a crazy gradient. There's partly my colors, partly not. I have an idea for this. I have a friend in mind to make a shawl for, so this might become a gift as well. We'll see about this. I need to make so much stuff. Alright then. The rest of these I really love, and I don't have clear plans for them, but I would like some garments or shawls for myself from them. So yeah, this one has this like dark strand all through it. It's quite interesting. This one is from a collection that's named after the cities, not even capitals, but like random cities in Europe or all over the world, based on the pictures of the cities. So this is Riga, and although I don't usually do gradients of this kind, I just, for some reason, I love it and I want a shawl out of it or something. This one as well, the pastel yellow in the center, is not typical for my taste, but for some reason this spoke to me. I'm not sure if this one is going to turn into something for myself, but it might, we'll see. One before the last. This is like super pinkish. It has this one light pink strand all through it, with the gradient of blue to purple to pink, and I think it's just gorgeous and I want a shawl out of this. So another shawl to make. It's like a fifth one or even more maybe. Yeah, and this is the last one that has more than the kilometer. It has, oh, it's even bigger than I thought. It has 1,700 meters, and all of these are also a mix of cotton and polyacrylic, half and half. This is called Savannah, and the gradient is just, it's quite wild, but it's beautiful and quite harmonious. So yeah, I hope to make maybe a skirt out of this. And I can see my battery is dying and I need to join the cable in here. Excuse me. Yes, now it's great. Alright, so as I said, the Savannah is waiting to become a dress maybe, or a skirt. I hope the amount is enough. We'll see. Yeah, I need to find the right pattern for that. So I will put these back. Thankfully there is no particular order for them. I'll put these bags away. I used to have another yarn fitted inside here in between the Yarncakes, but they were too squished. So I'm just trying to keep this box reserved for this big rainbow Yarncakes. That sound was a label that popped. Okay, I shouldn't squish them so much. So, the rainbow ones are gonna fit in here, and what was, yeah, the yellow extras were here. I'll need to find them another place, but for now that works. Box of Yarncakes. This brings me joy. Collecting yarn is another hobby from using yarn, right? Okay. Alright. I've already shown you these ones that I have plans for with the summer spiral top. I'll again maybe link or try to put a picture here from Ravelry. But I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 or maybe nine balls of this. So and it actually I actually used part of this for one of the mosaic crochet bags, the zipper pouches, and it probably doesn't show on camera, but the blue is like this deceivingly middle blue, which when worked up turns out to be darker, sort of, and it's really rich, and I like rich and bright colors, so that works great. This box is mostly one color acrylics. Maybe we'll see some other stuff in there, but mostly. There is this one and this one that I got from a girl. I did one baby wearing slings exchange or sale communication for in English, because she wasn't able to do that, and as a thank you she sent these to me. They're just random acrylics from Czech brands. This is Vlna Plada Luxus, this is Maya from Česká Třebová, and I will probably use those for baby blankets. I have in mind a mix with this white batole, Vlna batole stuff. I already used that for baby blanket once, and it works pretty well. It's light, it's quite soft, fluffy. It works up a bit stiffer, but it works great. And in the same vein, I have more of the Aya and Maya ones that I got from a friend or from her mom actually, and I have 3 of these lavender ones, which should also work pretty well for the baby blanket, and they got a bit tangled with a remainder of the pink of the same kind, which was the one I used for the baby blanket already, and this purple one that looks similar, but it's a bit thicker, and it's probably a different brand, different kind of yarn. I have no label on this, so I'll see. It might be good even for a hat, maybe. It's pretty nice purple color. Yeah, there are 2 super chunky yarns that I got from a friend that gave me the crazy colored ones for my kids. This one is this dark purplish burgundy color, and I think my mom would love this, so I may be making a cowl out of this for my mom. We'll see. But as you can see, it unravels easily. And there's another one, and again, there were 2 balls of this, this light tealish color, and I made a cowl for myself out of this. Again, I might put a picture up here, and it worked up so fast, and 1 ball was enough for that cowl. So maybe I will make another one, or maybe something matching with that. We'll see. Okay, it's getting a bit messy. This is part of a scrap and part worked up into a granny square, actually, from when I was trying a pattern and didn't have enough of the right color, and before a new supply of that came to me, I just tried to use 1 panel of a different color just to see the shape of the thing. So yeah, that's a remainder from older projects of making amigurumi grogus, the baby Yodas, and totally not my color. This pale green is not really for me, but my mom likes this kind of color, so maybe we'll think of something for her from it. She also has one similar. Do I have the other one? Yeah. That's more greenish, but or olive maybe. She has one more ball of this yarn downstairs, as she would like to try to knit again, but we don't know if it's gonna work. So I gave her this yarn to try it. And also a ball of this one. It's this dark petrol tealish color from Himalaya Everyday, which is beautifully soft, great to work with, great to wear yarn. And last time I showed the slant hat, it's made out of this, and originally I wanted to make a slant hat and a matching scarf with it, so that's what I have this for. But I'm now not really enjoying the prospect, so we'll see about this. Maybe Mom will use it if she starts to knit, really, so yeah. The Himalaya Everyday, I have also some other remainders because I used that yarn for hexi cardigans, one for my mom, one for myself. This is a remainder from that one of my mom's, but actually later this girl asked me to make her hood made of granny squares and use this anthracite dark grey color, and I had a remainder from the hexi cardigan. It wasn't enough, so I had to buy one more ball of yarn, and this is it. But yeah, it's quite a pretty color, and as I said, it's a soft and squishy yarn, so we'll see what it's gonna get used for. And yeah, this cool blue is also the same one. I quite like the color. We'll see what I'll use it for. I guess there are some hats in the future for me. And this is the same brand but different kind. It's Himalaya Everyday Symphony Classic, and it's not as you know, this is like 3 or 4 plies together, and this one is loose. You can see the strands if it focuses. You can see the strands of the yarn are separate. It's a tiny bit difficult to work with it, but it's so soft. It's amazingly soft. It's this is like this dark red color that a friend wanted one of the Baby Yodas actually not to be the green and beige combination, but gray and red. So she has a special grogu. And I have a reminder. Already I used this for one of the Lisa headbands, and this is maybe enough for another headband, but I was also considering making myself a scarf out of this, maybe in different color. We'll see. Yeah, there is a small bit of the blue one as well. That's the same one, and this is a bit of a reminder of the Baby Yoda making beige ones. And yeah, this was also for the Baby Yodas. Someone wanted a bit greener one. So that's a different brand. That's Vilna Hep Tulip one. It's a bit thicker, but it wasn't such a difference in the making, so it wasn't a problem. What's this? Yeah, those are the Himalaya Classic also makes a thicker version of the yarn, and these are remainders of that because I made one more hexi cardigan but in a chunky weight for myself, and this is a small tiny remainder of dark blue from that project, and this is the thinner purple one. Yeah, so those are actually small scraps. There's more of the teal one, but not really that much. Yeah, so that's most of the acrylics. Sorry for the rustling now. In this bag there's an acrylic that I got again from a friend, from her mother's destashing actually, and it's this olive green and then light green color, and I originally made it into this cape for a child with the dinosaur spikes on the head, and I made it too big. So it was sitting in the shelf for, I don't know, almost 2 years, and then I ripped it and frogged it all, and the spikes are still there, but I will probably be able to make 2 of the kids' capes from it, so that I can have again matching set for my boys. So yeah, there's a project attached to this as well. I'll again put it all back, and I'll see you in a bit. My camera appears to not like me today, but okay, I don't have much more time actually, and yeah, as I said, this will be a long video, sorry, but I've prepared another box from the pile you've seen there before. These are mostly my cotton yarns, the thinner cotton yarns. I have a box that's designed for the, or dedicated to the variegated gradient ones, and another one for the solids. So I will give you a look like this. They're in the plastic again, some of them, but yeah, I will try to show you all of them. I have some of them out here. They're most of them are the Alizabela batik. Again, this is one of the bigger ones, but most of these are the small, the 50 gram ones, and some of them I got again from those destash Facebook groups, which it's like there are tons of posts every day, and they're like all different kinds of yarn. But once there's a pile of yarn and there's a variegated Alizabela batik in it, I'm like, I need that. So there were 2 cases when I just got like a box of scrap alize or scrap other yarn with Alizabela batik in it. So some of these are from those purchases. Which means I have scrap yarn of this kind. I have like 1 or 2 balls of each, or even just the one, or you know, like this small scrappy bits, which I can use for the mosaic zipper pouches or in combination with another yarn, which is where the solids come in, because I try to find combinations with the solids and use that for my makes. So you can see those are actually solids, but you know, I could like make a combo of solid pink and this gradient one into something. So I already had those in a bag prepared, you know, in the combos. There is this like greenish one, this unicorn colors, and much more. There's another bag with a combo already. I guess you can't see much of that, but it's this beige and turquoise one. So I will just show you in the bag maybe. There's the greenish, like foresty combination, and this orange and pink one. And I used to have quite a lot of this, I'll show this one, of this blue and purple and white one. And I made a virus shawl out of it, but with a really loose tension, so I should maybe rework that one. Rustle, sorry. There is a version of the blue and green gradient ones, but in the small version, and then a corally color. I need to find some color matches for those. And then there's a full bag of this rainbow. It's all the same gradient, rainbowish one. And I used it for this cowl for my son. And those are such a pretty colors. So yeah, and then there is this purple and pink and orange one, which I would like to combine with something and make a kid's dress out of it. Yeah, and then there this varied. This is actually not the same one. This is an old yarn that again my mom gave me. I have another ball of that. But these ones are a version of Camilla yarn, which is pretty well known in Czech community for making toys and like these summery garments. So I have some variegated ones for actually bought for the mosaic zipper pouches. So yeah, and there are also some solid Camillas that I bought in that clothing up shops. Interesting is Camilla is apparently a type of yarn made by 4 or 5 different brands. So these are like 2 or 3 different brands already. Again, here are the solids. Don't fall off. Okay. Here are the solid ones. Again, in bags. I'm sorry for any inconvenience there, but most of these are Alisabella, you know, like thin cotton yarn. Very easy to work with, very nice for summery garments. So I'm using those for combination with the variegated. There are 2 of some, again from my mom's stash, this powdery lilac color. No actual plans for those. Yeah, those are Alice's. And then my mother-in-law one day just came and was like a part of this other yarn that I got from her. She was like, I have these reminders of something, I don't know what it is. And I took one look at it and I was like, yeah, that's Camilla, that's alright. I'll take it. So those were these scraps, the green ones, the light blue ones. And the purple one in there was a gift from a friend who just happened to have this and was like, yeah, you like purple, and it was as a thank you for some project or something, not sure. Yeah, so that's the solids. We're almost getting to the end. Are you excited? There's this box of this green cotton. It's called Inca. It's from Top Tex, and it's the other stashed yarn from my mother-in-law. The first one was at the very beginning, the beige one for the button-up cardigan. So the other one is this greenish one, and it looks like I will make a summer top or some garment for my mom out of this, because this is precisely Mom's favorite color. Mostly, she has many favorite colors, but this pale olivish green is one of her favorites. So yeah, and I have like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 9 balls of it. So I'll have to match it carefully with the pattern, but it should be enough for some top or something. So yeah, that's that box. And last two, which I will treat together, and I will put again a picture up here of the time when I got it. It was one of the Distash posts on Facebook. This lady had a huge box of scrap yarn or remainders, and there were some of the Alize Bella in it, so that was the main incentive for me to get it. But the rest of it was mostly this kind of there is this kind of yarn called jeans or Gina. They're mostly the same. They are cotton acrylic blend, and they are again used for stuffed toys, plushies. In Czech groups I see it used all the time, and it's actually what I used for my hybrid mesh bags. So there are also some different kinds of yarn, but most of it is the jeans one. So don't run away. This box I have mostly like the blues, greens, and the browns and black ones. There is a variegated jeans one and another variegated, which I think might be nice for maybe a yoke of a top to use in combination with something, or for the mesh bag again. So yeah, blues, blacks. This one is not jeans, it's Gaia from what is the brand actually? I don't know. So yeah, some of those had tags, some of those didn't, so I just guessed what it is when entering it into my Ravelry stash. So yeah, but it's mostly just like acrylic blend. And the other box has the like warmer tones, yellows, reds, oranges. There is again, I think, one variegated, yeah, this pink one. And there are several ones that are not the Gina kind. There is a Kartopu, which is a bit thicker and so soft. It's so beautifully soft. It calls for a scarf or something. And this Alize Cotton Gold, which is cotton acrylic blend again. This unidentified yellow, yeah, and this pink, which is called Katya from Super Garni, which is thicker than the others. I got it a bit messy last when I was searching for yarn in here, so yeah, I'll have to reorder that. But I think that's all. Maybe. That's probably all of my yarn actually. And as I said, I'm working on it. I'm trying to destash a bit. I will maybe use some of these to trade or destash on a live event that's gonna be by the end of April, I think, here in Prague, which one of people I follow on Instagram organizes. So I think I have some ideas now what I would take with me to maybe trade or sell or donate. And I think I should update my ideas list and just write everything down that I have planned, and maybe take a look on how long that might take, and maybe accept that there is too much of it. We'll see, but you know, I can wait, I can have another plans, I can just take a few years to actually make all of these things. So yeah, thanks for watching now. Thanks for your support. I will be glad if you like the video, if you comment the video. It would be nice if you visited my Instagram. There is the coffee if you would like to support me financially. Some of my makes are also available for purchase, so you can also take a look at that. I have a Facebook page if you'd like to follow that, and you can always contact me here on YouTube or on the other social media. Thank you again for watching. Have a great time, have a great day, have a great week. Enjoy life, enjoy crafting. Goodbye.